That should fix it. Okay. Okay. So display name, missed steak. Missed steak is already taken. What if we did a missed steak? That's great. It's a missed. Veganism is a missed steak. That's great. Also really funny. I think that's really funny. Alright, so what does missed steak look like? Missed steak is definitely like purple hair, I think. They don't have purple. That's as close to purple as we're getting, so that's funny. Yep, we are going to spend an hour in a customizer just to make sure that missed steak is true to character. I'm expecting too much of this game. There should be sandals. Because that would be funny. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, missed steak. I gotta say that I actually did that even more perfectly than I thought I would. A missed steak. I'm sorry. A missed steak. So, just for the record, I am not counting anything that happens in Tutorial Island towards this. Okay? Nothing in Tutorial Island counts towards the idea of the vegan. If you have to kill animals or fish or whatever for the sake of this, It's okay. But nothing gets to be kept. Like, we don't get to keep anything from it. Anything from Tutorial Island could be kept. However, if it violates the rules and the thoughts of this challenge, it doesn't count. Because, like, we're gonna have to cook it, this would be a direct violation. So we are not counting this. Take that US mix. Now, I want to explain something here. This is not a new idea, for example, right? The idea of the vegan playthrough of old school RuneScape is not a new idea whatsoever. I am not original for coming up with this. However, I don't care because I thought up the idea earlier today talking to a friend, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was a funny thing that would be fun for content. So it doesn't matter that the idea isn't original or not. Nothing is new under the sun. Everything has been done before, and everything is basically just the collection of things you got from somewhere else. How many times do I quote The Simpsons? Exactly. Stealing ideas is perfectly cromulent. So far, there might be three violations? Oh, I need to make a notice. Now we have to make a determination. Is a mistake going to be an Iron Man? Well, this is now going to be 2 violations. However, I will accept. Three violations. We killed another rat and we used feathers. This is a big violation of Missed Steak's vegan lifestyle. Okay. Prayer is an interesting question. Oh wait, yes, you could, because you could get it from killing humanoids and demons. So magic is okay. Well, that's another violation. Oh, we didn't kill it, so it's okay. All right. Got to go to the Iron Man guy. Because we definitely want to. All right. So. Okay, so I want to be just. Hang on a second. Well, that actually worked itself out. Okay. So we are an Iron Man and a vegan. All right. So So here's what we have. Now, again, I actually think that he should be a member. So I'm gonna hide this from everybody. I actually feel like the music could still be a touch lower. Hold on a second. Just give me a second. That is very weird. I hate two-factor sometimes so much. It makes my life, it just makes things so much more difficult. Let's see. Yeah, I can't see it on either camera, so it's fine. Man. Is that a wood cutting thing? Okay. Very annoying. Okay. So actually what we'll do is we will go into a member world. Okay. Are these all just the payment? No. What's up, Daniel? Yeah, well, I haven't been streaming as much either, so. So I do have to decide what to do. Now, the rules of this character are very simple. No animal product and no animal-based items. So no food, no fighting them. But stuff like an imp is safe. Killing something like a goblin is safe. So we got our character here, a missed steak. Anything humanoid or undead is okay. Now, okay, it didn't mean. We're not going magic right now. I think the best thing to start is going to be woodcutting fletching. Because woodcutting fletching will give us the ability to make money a little bit. This is an Iron Man account, so I'm not allowed to buy and sell to other players. All right, that's the oak tree. Yeah, basically, but I don't think there's gonna be that many agreements. Yeah, basically just run away. But there's certain things you can't do, like you can't fight a dragon, right? Actually, I think we're gonna have to determine what the classification of a dragon is. We're gonna have to make a determination at a later point in time what a dragon counts as. But like you can't do any fishing, as an example, right? Fishing is out. You can't do it. If it's sentient is actually an interesting rule. I don't think I can take on this guy. I think he's gonna be too strong for me because I have no levels yet. Like right now, we're literally just gonna build a base. Hold on, we need that. Oh wait, I don't think am I allowed to pick up something of someone else's? I shouldn't be able to pick up stuff like that, should I? Let's test. Because I'm Iron Man, am I not? You're an Iron Man. You cannot take items that other people have dropped. That's what I thought. Oh, yep, nope. We're not allowed to kill giant spiders. Actually, so the idea of this challenge is that like if you're unable to do it because of something like that, then then you just can't do the quest because there's no required quest, right? Now there might have to be a workaround in some cases, but in most cases it doesn't work. A mistake will not sacrifice her morals for that. A mistake will not sacrifice her morals for puny quest givers. A mistake. I wanted to name the character Miststeak, but it didn't work out because the name was already taken. But then we figured a mistake is just as funny. Yeah, Morels would have been a great one too. If Miststeak didn't work, Morels would have been great too. But the great thing about this concept is that this could literally be like a streaming concept for like a year. I don't think I'm gonna want to pay for membership for a year on this character, but theoretically, if content earns money, it wouldn't be so bad. I should go up to the cow farm and start telling people that what they're doing is wrong. That would also be so funny if it was within the being within character. Because like I'm a huge meat eater, like actuality. I love, like, well, eating and consuming meat. We have to figure out, can a javelin be used without a feather? Yeah. So range is actually possible. Hold on. But you need level 65 to do it, right? So that might not work. There might be a way to pick up feathers off the ground, but wouldn't technically that still count as product? See, it's like you have to think about the we have to think about technicalities, right? But then we have to say, what would the character do? What would a blue-haired vegan Karen do? Which is so funny because it's like, oh, we're allowing the death of humanoids. I think the exception I'd be willing to make is allowing the use of the Grand, like turning off Iron Man. But even that, I kind of think is more fun to keep on. Totally self-reliant because it also makes you better at the game, having to figure things out like that. Because right now on my other character, like my main, everything I do, I just go to the Grand Exchange. Oh, I need an axe? Grand Exchange. Oh, I need a sword? Exchange. No permadeath. I considered it, but then I thought to myself that that would take something away from it. Like, I'm not good at the game. So I kind of felt if I constrained myself by permadeath, it would make it too difficult. What does the frog want? Aha! Technically, that's okay. Yeah, permadeath would make it harder, but I'm like, I don't think I'm good at the game enough to do a permadeath thing, right? Like, I think for the purpose of what I'm doing, I don't think permadeath would add more onto it, right? Sometimes, like, I understand why, like, the idea of a permadeath could be interesting or fun in general, but not for this type of thing. This isn't even going to be a YouTube video. This is literally just going to be a live streaming thing. It might be one or stream. It might be 5. I don't know yet. To be honest, we'll see what the reception is, right? I'm really trying to farm clips of me speaking. I'm really trying to farm good chatting clips to try and grow the streams that way. The pirate software strategy. Well, I did just clip it, but we'll see. See, I know there's quests that I could do and level up things real fast, right? What am I doing? Woodcutting. Did I come up with a plan? Well, I considered doing the waterfall, but you need like 14 health or something. Otherwise, it's very risky. Because we have no money, we're gonna need, like, we need a way to come up with some kind of income. And you can't just pick up the leftovers of other people, right? That's its own problem. Because you can get a lot of power by just lifting off the stuff from other people. The farming skill would actually be super useful. Yeah, so I looked it up earlier. Crossbow bolts also take feathers. Javelin shafts don't take any extra experience, so it's useless. And they make no extra money. That's unfortunate. This plan is not going well so far. Actually, we should be leveling strength first. Theoretically, because strength is what gives us damage. Oh, wait, go back! Leveling prayer is going to be helpful too. It'll work. It'll get us some progress. Right? I didn't take the one thing of food I have. If you want to be honest, I'm not even sure what I know I can make right now. Flour, I would have to find somewhere to make it. I think you need like a mill or something. All right, what do we do? Now we could also look for, there's a lot of things we could still do. We could look for mining. I don't think there's any ore near here. Oh, there is. If we go down here, we can... I've never tried a Pokemon Nuzlocke before either, so... Hold on a second. Aha! Ah, damn, that doesn't work. Well, that didn't work out as well as I hoped it would. So here's the problem. Either we have to grind all the way up, or we have to start doing quests, right? So... we have to think, what's going to be the most useful thing early, right? So, like, you could do Dorix, but you need ore first. You know, this is the Iron Man problem, right? Ah! Rat! I can't fight it! Great. So we gotta go all the way. So theoretically, leveling mining and crafting is not a bad idea because we could armor up, right? We could armor up without any sort of issue. And then here there's a furnace and an anvil, right? So that could work, right? Leveling and starting with smithing is actually a pretty good idea. Eat my veggies. Are we talking about me or the character? I have 2 pickaxes. Okay. He must have given me a pickaxe. Hey, if the shoe fits, right? If the shoe fits, it works. So I can't be mad at you for commenting. I guess not eating them would also be a mistake. Oh god. The mistake jokes are getting worse. So we would need 14 of each. I'm glad to be of service and hurt you with my terrible, terrible jokes. That's what we come here, not for the pro level gameplay, but the horrible, horrible jokes that I come up with. I will be here all day. And by all day, I mean all stream. Basically, the way I'm arguing right now and figuring is if we want to level combat and do something like the waterfall class, we need some kind of armor. Though I know for the waterfall class, you can't use armor the whole time. Yeah, I know. But we need something, and we're going to need to level up our combat a little bit to get more health. Right? We need to probably get 13 to 14 health. Now, the first thing to do would get some armor, right? We can't survive if we're just, you know, injured. Gotta get injured right away. A little extra defense would help. Then we could go kill the goblins and the imps. The imps is really not a bad idea because we could start working towards like the wizard quests. This is actually the perfect farming spot for what I'm doing. Like, this is literally the perfect spot to sit in. I can't even be upset with the spot right now. Even if it's going slowly, right? Part of the issue is obviously low level. The giant rats here are also a problem. You up your combat level enough, and that stops being a problem. We're also going to have to figure out how to get to the waterfall. Because we're not able to buy teleports, right? On my main account, I just bought a teleport over there. But we're actually going to have to walk it. Guess we're going to have to figure out a way to level up agility, too. Getting to 30 agility reduces the amount of stamina everything takes. So that's also a big concern. As the mining level goes up, this is going to be easier. We gotta sprint across because of the rats. The rats are their own problem. Again, like I saw before, like, oh, we could do the Doric quest thing to level mining, right? Which is, that could work. Hey, what do you think the rules should be about milk in this challenge? Because technically animal product, but you don't kill anything to get it. Yeah, I think an actual vegan would not be okay with that. So I think that's the rule we have to follow. Goddamn vegans. Lever in Edgeville will take you to Ardone through the wild. Oh, that is good. I'll have to remember stuff. Oh yeah, wood cutting is also going to be good for the boats. Getting to 12 wood cutting for the boats is going to be good. What wood cutting did I already get to? 9? And we need to get to 12 for the boat. Okay, that's also a factor here. Okay. Yeah, we could definitely make this work. This whole thing could work. Also, I could probably talk to Count Check and get money that way. I believe he gives you 10 grand or something. This is my first ever Iron Man. I have 2 characters running right now. I got a missed steak, which is, well, this is a missed steak, right? And then I have my actual character that's just it's a member, but it's not a Iron Man or anything. But I've been watching a bit of, I can't think of his name right now, but he just did the No Damage series. That guy is a good creator. I can't think of his name though. I'll have to look it up later. I think it's settled? Correct me if I'm wrong about that. Yeah, it's settled. Yeah, no, he's really good. It's actually because of stuff that I've seen from him that I've started playing more again. Ah, crap. Don't have a hammer. He didn't give me a hammer. Great. So now I either have to buy a hammer or I have to find one. Pot, bowl. Isn't there something down here then? Okay. Let's take this cabbage because we'll need food at some point. I will not permit leather boots given the fact that they're made of leather. We don't have a hammer. Okay, that's a problem. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't we check the second floor? Okay, here's the plan. The plan is I have no plan. No, actually, I do have a plan. There should be a general store just north of here. Yeah, that's a great plan I have. No, but there is a plan. We're gonna go to the general store. The general store probably sells a hammer. We are going to pick up and sell as much stuff as we need to in order to be able to get there. The hammer, because I don't know what it's gonna cost. We could pickpocket for money if we need, but we need to do something. I don't have any coins. It costs $1. We're good. Okay, we're in the game. We're in the game. It's not over. Also, it's in the goblin loot pool, right? We could have always gone through it that way. Yeah, it's in the goblin loot pool. So it's not over. It is not over at all. This time we have to do 12 because we don't have as much inventory, but that's okay. Yeah, I've been watching the Tile Man series, right? And like, oh my god, like, it's like just, I couldn't imagine going through the amount of work it took to get through that first tile. That was probably the first 20, right? Once you started actually getting spawned and able to get stuff like easily. I wouldn't say easily, but like, for example, like you could cut, like once you were able to cut trees, and then once you could cut trees and then you could create fire, like, you basically had infinite experience points accessible. You just have to be willing to farm it. It's just how much do you want to farm wood cutting and stuff all the time? Because a guy, or fishing. Actually, on this account, we can't fish, but it would be a mistake. It was right there. I had to do it. It was just right there. The one inventory, I don't think I watched the whole thing. But I'm sure that was also good. 2 more, and then we gotta do the tin. Got it. The one inventory one was the one where you had to buy things at the exact value. I think I watched some of it. Yeah, that was the one because he had to go get the wilderness bag to farm big bones to then level prayer in order to get the 44. Yeah, getting 44 prayer is gonna suck. Although I didn't set the goal of like a fire cape on this account or anything, mostly because I don't even have a fire cape on my main account. I'm not even close. Hold on a second. 8, 10, 12. This will be 10. I miscounted. I could actually do one more copper too. Yeah, I could do one more copper here. And then we could go. That was a mistake. Am I really gonna say it's a mistake every time I make a mistake? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You're all gonna enjoy it. It would be a mistake. It would be a mistake if you didn't. Oh man, even I'm cringing at that joke. And by cringing, I mean I am super proud of myself. I have no intention of cutting out the corny jokes. At all. Literally zero. I have no intention of cutting out these corny jokes. I'm actually a little upset because I wanted to name this character just Mistake, but it was taken. That was a little upsetting to me. But there's nothing you can do about it. Somebody else had the idea before me. I think I've spent more time mining on this account than the main account. Even though the main account has a much higher mining level, just because of all the quest rewards. This account is, you know, that account bought its way through stuff. The Iron Man doesn't get that privilege. I actually have to, you know, play the game. Makes a big difference. I guess that's an interesting concept, that the big difference between an Iron Man account and a standard RuneScape account is that you actually have to play the game on the main account, right? On the Iron Man account. You can't buy your way through anything. You have to do everything itself. Oh, you want the 4 orbs? You gotta actually go and get it. I just wanted to make the 1. All right, we're just gonna make all of them as helmets now. Get as much experience as possible, and we could sell the helmets. Keep one of them for myself. We can now make bronze short swords. Remember, we can make bronze dart tip, bronze wire, and bronze nails. I don't think I want to make the nails. We can't do anything with this. Well, we could actually use the... We could use the other pieces to actually do stuff later. Like just to level fletching, right? Because you can make bows to sell, theoretically, right? Oak and willow. There, I missed steak. Now has something, you know. We'll buy for 2 coins, so theoretically we should server hop here. Because then we get the most money. Yeah, yeah. Do I have any issues with server hopping to make more money? No. I think that should be perfect. That's perfectly allowed. There is nothing in the rules of what I am doing that says I am not allowed to hop servers. Oh no, it's Justin. Just for the record, if anyone isn't sure, this is actually a multi-stream, so it's on YouTube and Twitch. So if you ever get confused on who I'm talking to, that's why. And I do try and read both. All right. What did the blues have to do with my strategy on how to get through this game without using any animal-based items or products? How is one thing relevant to the other? We can take advantage of these bronze helmets for $9 a piece too for a little bit. $9 a piece is nothing, but we have to start somewhere. Call it seed money. What the hell? Sorry, I have 2 cameras and one's a PTZ. And it started just pointing up at the ceiling for some reason. And the problem is, if I take any clips for stuff and it's pointing at the ceiling, it's a bit of a problem. You know, technology is great when it works. By the way, I'm also taking suggestions from chat on what you guys think I should do, obviously, right? If you think my plan is stupid and how I'm proceeding is, you know, incorrect, tell me. Chances are you're better at this game than I am. Chances are you're better. Most people. I mean, Mr. J-Mac on YouTube is definitely not. But everybody else, I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt here. Deep, think, think, think. And this is also because I don't have that much of a plan yet. I do have a basic plan, actually. Like, a very basic plan. But just not ready yet. Ah. So the plan in question here is that in order to progress through old school RuneScape as a vegan character, your suggestion is that I should cheer for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Because you see, in more ways than one, that's a strategy for failure. Because it has nothing to do with the game or my strategy, and defeat is inevitable. Oh yeah, it keeps opening my friends list thing because every time I click the clip button, it's the same hotkey. I just realized. Oh, we'll get a mining level here. I should continue doing wood cutting too. Because wood cutting gets the boat. If I want to go to Edgeville, it's going to help out a lot. We also could do fire making at the same time. I'm not sure what value fire making actually brings to this build, but I think we kind of just have to take what we can get. I think fletching is going to be more valuable, just given the fact that we could use it to make money. But we can't use feathers, so anything we do is nothing. Winter Todd? What's Winter Todd? Oh, it's a mini-game boss style. It's located in Great Courant. Minigame. In order just to do Winterside, you need to have level 50 fire making, higher wood. It helps too. Okay. Okay. So we would have to level up a whole lot of fire making and wood cutting, which I don't have that high yet. Well, we could here. What are we at for wood cutting? We're at 9, and fire making we're at 1. Now again, those two could get leveled together quite quickly, so I'm not super concerned about this. Yeah. Hold on a second. Done. Had to ban this guy. Okay. So Winter Todd could be a good long-term goal for this account. We just have to get to 50. And that's not even... I don't think that would be unreasonably difficult anyways. Because we could farm oak once we get to 15. We could start now leveling fire. We want to get it for We want to get the boat so we could just work our way up to Edgetown by boat. Because a lot of Ironmen start with Wintertod. Okay. So we should continue doing, so we should work towards 50 in fire making. Okay. I could do that. You'll get to 50 anyways, the other one. I actually have a plan. It's gonna be a long and arduous process unless there's a quest that'll get us. Now, there's nothing so quick that we could get for that. What about, I'm just reading the wiki quickly. A monk's friend, and like, so that gets us around to 26. We've already started, and it's not difficult to do. Oh, anyone that's white we can make. Hey, safe with the fall thing. Oh, I have to fix the alert, but that's okay. Anything white we could actually make. So let's make a scimitar first. Oh, actually just keep making them. It's still the most experience. Here, we'll make a long sword too, because the long sword could do the control. It was 25 for. What are these worth? 25, so it's the same experience. Okay. But by splitting the load, we should be able to sell for a little more. There. All right, let's get to work. We could get the joint experience from the spear we picked up, right? So we're gonna start with more wood cutting, at least so we get to 15 because we need oak. And we're gonna start fire making. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. So that's gonna be our starting goal. Oh, wait, stop, we have an issue. We did something wrong here. We don't need this, we need this. Now let's use these logs. This is gonna give us a start. It's gonna take us more time, right? Because we don't have, like, we're much further ahead because we leveled up fletching instead of fire. And I can't just go and buy 100 logs and burn them all. So we have to take our time. Oh, I also believe that there's an axe store somewhere. Yep. So before we leave here, we're going to want to take the higher level axe. Oh, wait, go. Just make our way out. Would have been faster to go down the bottom stairs, but okay. See, that oak tree spawns pretty fast. What are the things we could get here? Logs, gems, ores, herbs, fish, and other. Okay. So a lot of good. Okay. So that's gonna be our start then. Okay, 2 more and we get the boat. What level is he? He's level 6. Yeah, we are not strong enough for that. Yeah, we're not strong enough for that. Even with the helmet, we're still too weak. Go buy a steel axe for Bob. Let's look at how much a steel. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're at 10. We could buy a steel now. We should find out how much the steel costs. We could also pick up some items around the city. And play it out that way. Actually, let's just do it this way. Bob axes. He sells a steel axe for 200. How much money do I have? I think I have about 100. We could also pickpocket, so. Yeah, and then I could keep the axe in my bag while I level up, because I'll have to level up attack, right? That's fine. Yeah, so we could also do another run of, yeah, exactly. We could do another run of scimitars. Do a server hop and do more. That would work too. Okay. I might already have the 200. That's the other thing. We have to look. This might be the most oblivious man in the world. Damn, he caught me. There, we got an extra. Well, that gave me an extra 24 bucks. We have an extra $20. Oh, before we do. On my other account, it was free to play before I got to 20 hours. And at a certain point, I literally AFK farmed while I was doing something else. I literally just AFK farmed and picked up and banked these logs. And then I ended up selling all of them. Probably for like 90 each, and there was a couple 100. Which isn't a lot of money, but like, because I was AFKing it, it was like, okay. Okay, that's 7. We have the money. We have the money. Though I still think the scimitar thing is a good idea. All right, Bob. Yeah, because I don't have 10 attack, I got to keep it in my bag. But that's why we had to drop the other one. Now, I think it could help to get a combat level or 2 also. It's 5 attack. Okay. Well, we can make that. Again, my goal is to get some extra health and then go and do the quest where you have to, what's it called? The barrel. And that'll get you like 30 attack and 30 strength or something like that. Oh, that is so much better. Dude, that is so much better. And I guess one of the things with the Iron Man... Oh, I could have done it at level 5. Okay. It feels so much more rewarding having to earn the money and stuff because it's Iron Man, right? I can't just... go, like, this account's a member, obviously, since I'm doing thieving. So this can't do anything other than shared, okay. And defense. My aim is just, I want to get health up to about 14 or something. It's not a hardcore Iron Man, right? So I don't care if I die. I mean, I do, but I don't. We're gonna have to find some food. Let's see. Clue Squirrel Beginner. Bow to Brugson Burson at the Grand Exchange. Okay, that we could do when we go to, when we leave here, we could do that. Right now, there's too much value still here. Okay, we can now make the log canoe, so we could go to Vera pretty easily. Can we start a foresters or not really? That might be later. But again, I think on an Iron Man, we're better off just lighting them all. You lose too much experience with the forester. I think you get like half or a third or something. Okay, that's 10 fire making. Hey, that's my fire! Get off my fire! Right now, the thing is, like, yeah, we have to come up with a second moneymaker. Because right now, the idea of fletching as our moneymaker is actually super risky. Well, also, fletching is going to be hard because we can't use feathers. Feathers defeat the vegan point of this character, right? So that's its own problem. So we have to come up with an ulterior. We will have to. Yeah, it's fine. We could go do the stronghold. Yeah, we should do that. That's a count check, right? That's anything we would need for the start. All right. Take the bronze sphere. That's gonna sell. I want to hit 15 before we do that. On wood cutting, I don't care if we hit fire making 15 yet. I figure that'll come out a bit later. Just given the difference, like there's already a 3-level gap. That's gonna add up quickly. I can also take advantage of the 4 at the bank a few times. This is good. This is literally side questing the game right now. That we just keep changing what we do. Oh, we're gonna do fire making. No, we're gonna go get scimitars. No, we're gonna go do that. Welcome to side quest the game. Oh. We have... Yep, exactly. And I can't just run to the Grand Exchange to do everything. It's almost overwhelming how much there is to do. Again, on my main account, I would literally just, if I had membership the day I started on my, like on a new account, I'd probably just run to the Grand Exchange, pick up some stuff on the way. Like literally run through the cow area, pick up as many cow hides as you can. And just sell them like a full stack of cow hides on the exchange. And then use those cow hides as seed money to start something that could earn money. So like, get your crafting to 10 and then do bowstring. That's actually something we should do. We're gonna have to do crafting at some point too. What can you craft at level 1? Leather, but you would need cow for that, so you can't do it. Spinning, wool. I think shearing sheep should be okay, but I don't know if how we're gonna classify this. Is wool? Would using wool be anti-vegan? Because it's like you're just cutting the fur off, right? You're not harming the actual animal. So would that count? Ooh, we have to think about. No, imp. What did we pick up? A talisman. Okay. We could hold on to that. Rune, that could be useful for rune crafting later on. We still have the option now to decide also on doing a black axe. Just 2 more levels on fire making. Because at 15 we could do oak. And we could start farming oak. The tree stump's probably in the way. There's no reason to not do oak until we could do both. Okay. Yeah, we're literally almost there on both. Like you said, we could go do Winterhold. And it's at 50 and 50, I believe. And the good thing is there's oak right here, right? There's 2 oaks. So the options for farming is very easy. You need a few more combat levels. Okay, that's oak. And once we do this, we're gonna go do the stronghold. Because that's gonna be our seed money. Okay. Let's go to the bank. Let's drop off all this extra stuff. Hey, no. We can't kill chicken. We can't do this character. We're still on the vegan character. We cannot do any meat. We can't kill any animals or use any animal food. It sounds so stupid. I'm not actually a vegan in real life. I'm just a vegan for the sake of this content. Trust me, I will happily eat like a big steak while filming this. I am not a vegan in like the real world. I just thought that would be it would be more interesting than just my first Iron Man as a video concept, like as a streaming concept, because who cares? Shrimps are also not allowed. Same thing. Still, a vegan wouldn't eat fish. Oh wait, we were gonna sell this. Yeah, food in the early game is gonna be a problem. Pick some grain and take it to a... Yeah, thieving 10 is gonna be the way to go. Unless we want to just say cabbage, eat cabbage. See, this is exactly also why putting in a little twist is what makes it interesting. God, there's got to be a faster way of leveling up pickpocketing. Yeah, this is what the problem with this whole thing is going to be. Isn't there a mill over here? It's 5 thieving for cakes. Okay. That's 3. It's not fire making, it's cooking. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yep, this is a problem. We need. Okay, well. We have 3 health left. We can't just sit here at 3 health. Hold on. Yeah, we could always do a world hop here if we need. Yeah, we could literally just world hop for cabbages. This is the saddest day of my life. Like, this is literally the saddest day of my life because I'm literally world hopping right now to pick up cabbages. This goes against everything I believe in as a carnivore, but yet I have to do what I have to do in order to make this challenge possible. I clipped that. I got that as a clip because that was funny. I think we started at 440, so the cabbage probably respawned. So we'll pick up one more. I guess the other thing we could do is we could pick up the buckets and try and get as much flour as possible, right? Because what it is for flour is... use the empty pot on a barrel of flour as a fan. Yeah, so basically we need grain in a pot. We need to just pick up more of the pots. We would just have to find some grain. And wherever there's a mill, there will be. But again, I'm pretty sure that there is a mill around here. Somewhere here there is, right? At least we found a food spawn somewhere. Rude. Oh my god. Okay, one more. And then we can use the sink, probably. Yeah. We literally have a couple of options here for food. Hold on. How much do we have? 3. So we're gonna server hop again. We're just gonna server hop a few, and just do a couple of bread. This way we don't have to rely on cabbage. And this way we can get our cooking level up a little too. Yeah, the cake is going to be the best thing we could do. Once we find where the cake is. We are in right now 438. But right now I'm actually going to, let's get to the grain first. Then we're going to go get thieving up further. Right here. Oh wait, that's onions. That's potatoes. Huh. That's the one we need. Wheat. All right, now we gotta figure out how to get in. We are actually right about in Draenor, which is actually great for the wood cutting. We could join like a wood cutting server. Hold on, so we pick up grain. We have to use a windmill still, don't we? One, two, 3, 6, 7. Okay. We still need one more thieving level, but we could get that pretty quickly. This is also giving us an opportunity to get our health back. How much are we away from another health? Oh, far away. All right, where is it? West of Lumbridge. So north, okay. We're pretty close. And there was wheat here. We could have just done it here. No eggs. Is someone using... Oh, I missed it. No wonder I made a mistake here. Don't waste my stamina on this. The cakes are in our dough, aren't they? If it is, we'd have to figure out how to get to that. Okay, that's good. Huh. Eggs we should evaluate the standing on, because technically speaking, here with eggs, it's not harming anything. They're just spawned on the ground. All right, back to Lumbridge. And this is oh man, we're on world 438. But we gotta still get one more level on pickpocketing. Rude. Oh, that's you following me. That makes sense. Oh, damn, you got some nice stuff. Not you. Look up Angel Say. Oh my god, you get... Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna do what you say. All right, let me get to 5. And then I'm gonna make my 7 breads, and then we're gonna go. Got it. That's 5 thieving. Now we're gonna go make the bread, because we're gonna need the food for the next level of thieving. Yep, cake saw's at 5. We can't use the sink here, can we? That's not good. You need a bucket of water. Great, now I need a bucket. Let's do that later. Oh, hold on a sec. Let's do that later. I think there is more important things we can work on right now. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, actually, I want to put away the money. Do I need anything else with me right now? Or does it fine what I have on me? I'm gonna go pick up an extra cabbage from downstairs. I have a feeling we're gonna need an extra cabbage. Yeah, let's get the cakes. Let me just get an extra cabbage. A disappointment station. The biggest disappointment ever. Okay. Whoa, what is this? No, let's just keep going. I'm following you, don't worry. Let's do the cakes. I did not bring my axe, so if we go to Vera, like I can't use the wood cutting canoe. Holy shit. I'm using rune light to look your character up, and oh my god. I do have sprint on, by the way, but because you have agility and I don't, I will probably fall behind at some point. Just something to keep in mind. I'm gonna have to keep an eye somewhere for a bucket for eventually if we can find a free one. But again, I'm sure the general store has it. But if the cakes are where I think they are, which is our dough, I think it is in my best interest to learn how to navigate to there. And having someone to show me is gonna help a lot. Besides, if you kill me in the wilderness, all you're gonna get is 6 cabbages. You're gonna get 6 cabbages, a spear, and a helmet. And I could get most of those things again. Okay, we made it to Falador. Yeah, because I could do, the plan is simple. We get an inventory of cakes. Actually, it might be of benefit to do it a bunch of times and just stock up like 50 of them or something stupid, right? We stock up a bunch of cakes, which is like probably not that time consuming. And then, yeah, exactly. You do like 200 cakes. Then what you do... And then what we do with the 200 cakes is quite simple too. Is then we would do the stronghold next. The stronghold gives us money to then start anything we need. Could also theoretically pick up these cups of tea. That would work too. Oh, hang on, hang on. My auto follow got stuck. This is why you don't go AFK when you follow. Hey, you can kill the wolves. I'm not allowed to. That's the one. I'm at about 50, so if you want to wait a bit longer and get it to about 60, 65. Hey, you could just kill them. You killing them doesn't violate the sanctity of the challenge. I had nothing to do with it. I saw nothing. I might just write in chat something, but... Isn't Catherby my fishing spot on the other here? I'm at a 62. Yeah, I gotta level up stamina on this. Well, agility on this account too. It's 70. I just saw you whack that thing for 20. That's a lot. I'm not a part of this. Are the cakes vegan? Oh my god. I'm sorry, I have the YouTube chat closed. Oh shit, that's a good question. We could look it up. Uncooked cake. It's an egg, a bucket of milk, and a pot of flour. Huh. Huh. Technically, no. That's a good question. I think I'm gonna permit it because they're stolen. They're liberation cakes. I am going to permit it as liberation. Because we stole them and we don't know the answer from a stolen thing. God, that's a loophole and a half, isn't it? We're gonna do it to level up thieving, because I think leveling thieving is gonna be useful no matter what. And we can make the decision regarding whether the use case is okay or not. Because it's kind of like, are you allowed to use the wool? Are we allowed to use the shears? Are we allowed to use stuff on the floor, like eggs, right? Like the way that you see eggs are in this game. I feel would actually be okay. Because they just spawn on the floor. Wait a second. I just wanted to grab the bucket of water. That's all. Oh, I come here all the time on my main account. This is my, on my main, this is where I fish. So I actually know this town. But I use the Camelot teleport to get here. Yeah. I'll make the decision about the use case of cake at a later point because I think I'm going to start doing the thieving and probably log out once we get there. Once we start, like the first stack. And then we'll continue tomorrow. And I'll just log out in Ardo. Because it is in Ardo, right? Like here, I see a food shop, gem shop, fur trader, spice shop, silk trader, food shop. So it's one of these, right? We could do the cake here. So I also know right underneath is a bank. So we could start storing them all. And make the decision. Because if it's not, then all of a sudden we have to do a lot with the flour and the bucket and stuff like that. The fact that we have a single bucket of water, we now have we could just make bread, right? And level cooking that way. Because we'll need food. But we might run into a problem. I guess you would do pies, right? Like red berry pie, apple pie, stuff like that would work. We'd have to think about it. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Well, we could definitely use this bread. If we can't use the cake, because it breaks the vegan rule. I'm going to investigate this. No, stop moving. Again, we could definitely use this bread. Nope, stop. Okay, first we're gonna turn off running. Hero was all in rune armor. Wow, we already gained 2 thieving levels. That was fast. All right. So, bank is south. We should also investigate that iron mace. Yeah, we can make a determination later on about what the deal is with Again, even if we can't, we have all the bread, right? We have 11 pieces of bread, and we could continue using that as our starting point. That's how we're gonna have to play this. What is that? Oh, he's just killing the guards. Okay. Yeah, we can make a determination later, because even if we can't use the cake, we could sell it. Right? If we determine that the cake is unacceptable for use, we'll just sell it, and it's fine. At least we have food. That's it's a good spot to be in. Maybe I'll let it go to a vote. I'll put it up on Twitch on the next stream. Are we allowed to use stolen cake? Because it might not count. Again, selling it for 30 gold apiece is still worthwhile. It's a source of money that we don't have. We could also stick in our dough and use that to get to the log quest. We're a little underpowered. And we can make it work that way. Because do the cakes count? I'm putting it to a vote. Like, in the next stream. I'm going to put that as a vote. Because if we actually check the ingredients of it, it shouldn't. And again, we can also sell the chocolate slices. I'm going to do one more stack and then I'm going to get off for the night. Again, we could server hop and sell cake. So it's still worthwhile no matter what. Oh, we could, so basically we're trying to make the first thing we have to do is we have to make the determination of whether or not cake is acceptable for use in this run. Because if we actually look at the ingredients on cake, it's milk and egg. So technically speaking, that shouldn't really qualify. But we could use the bread. I'm pretty sure we could, how much does the bread work? It restores 5 hit points, right? That could work for the beginning. Yeah, like again, the cake we sell. I'm gonna put it up to a vote. Because it's stolen, there is a little bit of an argument for benefit of the doubt. I want to do as much as I can while I'm out here, right? Because like I kind of figure if I could do the waterfall while I'm over in this side of the map, I don't have to come back. Again, we have 23 bread right now, which is pretty good. If they're gonna heal 5 per, plus we could cook, and we could work our way up to pie. We might be able to make it, we might be able to work around this. You sell the cake as seed money. But again, I'll leave it to a vote. However, the vote is only on stolen. It means we still can't farm and collect. Not collect, sorry, we can't collect the ingredients and cook it later. However, I gotta come here on my main account and do this, because my main account probably needs thieving levels. This is easy, and my main account could kill the guards too. Well, easily. So... this account is only for streaming, right? Like, I won't play this account off stream. I think it's funny that you could save spot thieving. I know with, I think it's 20 agility, there's also an agility spot you could farm. Oh, good thing I didn't eat it accidentally. That could have ended the whole run. It would have been a missed steak. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just start from now on dropping all of the chocolate ones. Because they're not as worth as much to sell. And they're not as valuable to eat. All right, let's do one more inventory, and then I'm gonna call it. I can't pick that up because I didn't do it. Yeah, if we drop all the chocolate ones too, it's extremely easy then to gain extra experience. Also a really good AFK experience method. How much did cake sell for on the Grand Exchange? 195, and it's right near a bank. It's not a bad money maker too, if you had to. On a like on a regular account. So wouldn't be a bad, because you could level thieving and then sell each one for 200 bucks, and you would just drop everything else. $15 thieving. All right, how do we do this? That's a lot of cake. If I recall correctly, the waterfall quest, you need a lot of odd things. Like you need rope and stuff too, which I don't have. So maybe we'll have to go back into the regular world, like into the non-member zone, and figure out some of those things. If at 30 bucks a pop, we almost have an extra 3 grand. All right, I'm gonna call it here. Good stream. I should be on tomorrow night, probably around 7 o'clock Eastern. Probably do another 2 hours or so. And I'll see everyone then. Oh, and in terms of the cakes, what the use is in terms of the in-game vegan rules, we'll make that decision tomorrow. Because all of them are stolen, I don't consider it a violation yet. Because we haven't actually used it. We used it as a leveling mechanism by picking them up basically off the floor. It fell off a truck. Basically not a violation yet. We'll have to decide if eating them